2 Fire Emblem Three Houses. We're in a different spot. Because reasons.
Meandering about looking for lost items.
Yeah, pretty much. There's not really anything else we can do. Huh. Petra's joining us for the missions already. I did that at least. Is there anything else we have to do? I can't think of anything. Well, okay, there's one thing I think of. Occasionally the library has some random items and crap to pick up for professor ranks. It does not have anything this time. Oh, there's one other thing we have to do. Supports! This is going to be a heck of a conversation.
My goodness. Sword training again today? Don't overdo it, alright?
I certainly won't, but thanks for your concern, Mercedes. It's more of a hobby than anything, so don't worry too much.
A hobby? How wonderful! I would probably get tired of it, but that's just me.
Didn't you say you hope to take the sword test soon?
You're right. I completely forgot that's coming up. What should I do?
To be honest, I've been a bit worried as I haven't seen you at the training ground much.
Why didn't you say something sooner if you were so worried about me?
It didn't occur to me that you could have forgotten. But you're right. I should have mentioned it. As an apology, why don't you let me help you with your swordsmanship?
You would do that for me? I'd really appreciate your help.
Okay, but keep in mind that since we're short on
Why
time,
do you want to take a
we
sword
may have
test,
to
though?
overdo it a little.
I don't like to overdo it, but if we must, I'll try my best.
It's settled. Let's begin. Don't tell me you've forgotten how to hold a sword. We have our work cut out for us.
I usually just hold the sword without thinking about my grip, you know? Let's see what happens now that you've shown me the proper way to handle it. I was nervous at first, but just look at me now. Yeah!
Did she just...
Hand him his...
Well, I didn't realize offering to help you would mean risking my life.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened. I just meant to swing the sword. I didn't think it would go flying like that.
Okay, she let go by accident.
Thought she accidentally stabbed him.
I know you didn't intend to murder
but-
me. Though that scare likely took years off my life.
Maybe I'm not cut out for this whole sword fighting thing.
Nonsense. It's far too early to give up.
But Dimitri, stop encouraging your healer or to be the frontline fighter.
It's true that different people are better suited to different things. But if you keep at it and refuse to give up, you're certain to improve.
Do you really think so? Thank you, Dimitri. It's very
The
good
one
of
thing you
to-
have to hold.
I know.
Rip in your cuff, Dimitri. How do you
It seems I didn't dodge your sword fast enough. Don't worry, I can easily repair it.
I'm the one who tore it, so I'll be the one who mends it. How does that sound?
No, please don't worry yourself over it. Just focus on your exam.
Why are you taking a sword exam? This whole conversation just seemed dumb. Oh, good.
Hold a moment, dog.
Really?
Are you speaking to me?
I don't see anyone else here, do you? You're that boar's lapdog.
Felix, you can get away with calling Dimitri a boar, but you really just went and called Dedu a dog.
Ah.
You
No.
get one, Dimitri. You can't just start referring to everyone as animals. What's next? You're gonna start comparing Flame to a shark because she eats fish?
Do not
Mike.
hurt His Highness.
Spoken like a good pet. Why do you follow him with such devotion? Do you really think a man like that is worth it?
Fargus destroyed my homeland, burned it all to the ground, slaughtered my people.
The punishment of Duska.
My father, my mother, my sibling, all were killed. We received no aid, no respite. Fargus murdered our dignity and torched our pride. His Highness is different. He is the only one who sees my people as human.
Ah.
He risked his life to save mine, and it is thanks to him that I no longer wish for death.
That's what we call blind obedience. Tell me, would you give your life for him?
Yes.
And what if he commanded you to join him in a senseless massacre?
I would do it.
Alright, dude, that's pushing it.
Massacre of children, or the elderly, or your own comrades.
Without hesitation. You have misunderstood. I am the sword and shield of His Highness. Weapons do not have a will of their own.
Blind obedience.
I see.
You're right. I did misunderstand. I shouldn't have called you a lapdog. You're a rabid cur. You and the Boar Prince make quite a team. Two crazed animals.
I warned you not to mock His Highness. I am
Oh my.
history of friendship with him. But one more word.
I've said my piece. Send it back to your master.
Felix is looking to get murdered in his sleep.
I don't think Dedue's the one to do it in his sleep.
With a pillow and a knife.
No, I think he'd just confront him.
Fair enough.
To do, hey. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope
Oh yeah, this is a heck of a
looks
pair
like you're
here.
pretty deep in thought.
Does it?
I just wanted to stop by and ask. It was your turn to cook last night, yeah?
Yes.
Well, it was great. I was wondering if you could give me some tips. You know, teach me how to cook. I hear a girl loves a man who can cook.
Sylvain,
Yeah?
you are from Fargus. You must understand how it appears for you to spend time with one from Dusker. To be near me is to invite tedious misunderstanding.
Oh, please. I don't care who misunderstands what about me. I talk to who
What?
I want. Besides, I believe the Dusker people are innocent.
You need to get that out of your head.
You do?
Fargus and Dusker have been friendly since, heck, forever. So why would our old friends from Dusker just up and assassinate our king? It doesn't make sense. Sure, there are probably folks from Dusker who don't like Fargus. But do I think there's enough of them to mount an attack and slaughter the king and his whole company of elite guards?
It is difficult to believe, considering the discrepancy in skill and number.
Right? At most, I can see a misguided group of people from Dusker conspiring with someone else who had plans to dethrone the king. Maybe they were even lured into participating and used as scapegoats. Regardless, it doesn't concern
Well.
you or the rest of your people. A person can't be judged by the
I'm sure
way
that's a
they
plot
look.
point that'll be
Or where
revealed
would any
later.
of us be? Besides, people like to talk.
I didn't know that.
So let them talk. Okay, you're making a weird face. What did I say?
I have misjudged you. I was under the impression you only cared about women.
Well, I'm glad I've cleared up that misunderstanding. But really, there's no.
Sometimes I feel like
only
Sylvain
person
has
who
read
figured all
the
that
plot.
out. There must be
Just like a
someone
script.
Like me and Ferdiad, including His Highness.
Agreed.
And Burns said script, so no one else could read
But
it.
whatever the truth, we are still perceived.
Because he
as
gets
traitorous
things
assassins.
so
Once
fucking
a
right
misunderstanding takes hold,
sometimes,
it
and
isn't
it's
easy to clear the air.
terrifying.
Not without solid evidence of the truth. But even if we found evidence that your people are innocent, those negative sentiments wouldn't disappear overnight. The
Maybe
only
that's
thing
why I
that
didn't
can
see
change
half the
that
plot
is time
points
and
coming.
effort.
I don't like Sylvain.
Isn't it?
Time and effort. Yes, I believe you're right.
Man, that got serious.
And yes, I will
Things up
continue
with
to
the
talk
next
over
cooking lesson?
through this conversation.
Very well.
It's going nowhere.
I was gonna say, as it's only a support, not a main.
Yeah. If it was a sport between characters that seemed interest. Sylvain, stop hanging out with people.
Mercedes, you look divine as always. Are you off to pray?
Oh, hello, Sylvain. I was just on my way to pray. How did you guess?
Because you're a nun.
Because I've been watching your lovely.
Oh, I get it. You're the type who's always looking at girls, aren't you?
I won't lie. I do enjoy beholding women, but I don't mean it like that with you. I know I sound like a dope. I think you're special.
Oh, really? You think I'm so clumsy that I need someone to watch over me. Is that why you can't take your eyes off me?
You're beautiful, and I mean that. You're... how can I put it without sounding even worse? Okay, here goes. I want to get to know you better. As friends, I mean.
I don't know where to begin.
Well, what's something you like?
I like to pray. I've been praying regularly since I was a child.
You grew up in the Empire, didn't you?
That's right. I was raised in House Bartels.
Bartels? I thought you were born to House Martreats.
It's a complicated story. I'm not sure that it's a very interesting one, but I'm happy to share it with you.
I don't mean to be nosy, if it's too personal.
Oh no, I don't mind. I wasn't trying to hide anything from you. House Martreats fell shortly before I was born.
Oh.
My father passed away while my mother was still pregnant with me, so she had nowhere to go. After I was born, my mother ended up marrying the head of House Bartels. Shortly after, my mother bore a true Bartels child who bore a crest. She and I were treated as though we were no longer useful to the family after that.
You think the Bartels were just using her to secure a crest?
They must have been. My mother and I were removed from the family and forced to flee to a church in the kingdom. I abandoned the Bartels name and took up our old family name again.
So you grew up in a church. Okay, it makes more sense now why you're praying all the time.
Yes, oh, praying! I forgot that I was on my way to pray.
Right, and I interrupted you. Well, see you around, Mercedes.
Yes, see you.
That was a
Bartels
conversation.
wanted a crest and ruined other people's lives to get one. These idiots are all the same.
That is on point about Sylvain that I will admit it is alright. Have we seen this one already?
Nightfall already? Suppose I'd better
Yeah.
wrap up.
Good
This is
work.
the one about lavender, isn't it?
I think
Not long, but one-
so.
Great.
Just making
I'm
sure.
gonna be honest.
Goodness,
You're always so put. I mean, even.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah. We already saw this one. Like I said, because I had to start the game over, I wasn't able to re-get all the sport conversations. We ended up with a few random others. So, yeah, we'll eventually have to redo some of them. I think we've gotten them all now. So we might not have the Dimitri and Ash one. Alright.
Yeah.
Well, that's decent for... Good?
I
go.
think so.
Game wasn't letting me was the reason I was getting annoyed.
Yeah.
It had to introduce where we were first. Hey, Lysanthe's in the background now. Alright, who are we instructing? Felix. Get this man to A rank with swords. Praise.
Who is
Praise. Praise. Could increase Lysanthe's authority. Wrong thing. I overshot and wasn't fucking looking.
certainly
There.
it was
C.
gotta
She now has a bit of experience in heavy armor.
Hmm.
Because you know what Lysethia needs? Heavy armor.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to increase her authority. Because one of the things is once you become Pegasus Knight, you have to have a flying battalion.
Mm-hmm.
And I think those need about a C in order to actually get. So, yeah. That's a big problem for her. Ash.
Sure.
Who... Why do you learn lances?
A secondary weapon.
Suppose, but yeah, you see those 3 stars, once you teach them enough, they'll basically get a increase to how quickly they'll learn it.
Okay.
Authority. Goals. Everyone's goals are fine. Group tasks. Yeah, this is fine. Well, we'll take Ingrid, and we'll also throw... I think we'll throw Ash on there. Because... just in case we do end up using Ash throughout the whole game, I'm still going to pick up Bernadetta, but...
Yeah.
in case we don't use her and we just use Ash, what I'm going to do...
That's right.
well, that worked. Hey! Ingrid, best character!
Okay.
Look at that. We get adjutants.
Okay.
Which means, you know how we had to boot Annette off the team?
Mm-hmm.
Don't have to boot her off the team anymore.
Hmm.
Even if we're going to equip her Lysethia first off, because that way whenever Lysethia gets points, Annette also gets experience.
Okay.
So, just in case it's like, oh, Lyseth... for any reason Lysethia becomes bad. Or if I think we're going to have some main plot with her family, so I might throw her in the team, see how she interacts with them.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we might go with an extra magic user somewhat. But we're talking with Ingrid. Fun.
Third time this month.
Oh, right, I know what this is
Well,
about.
that's that. Father never relents. Oh, Professor. Hello. Did you need something?
What were you doing just now?
Well, that is... I was just tossing out something I have no need of. It's important to keep our spaces clean after all.
You were tearing
Well,
something
to
off.
remember that too, Professor. A clean space makes for a clean mind. Or some such. Getting rid of things you have no need for is the first step to managing one's belongings in an economical way.
You got any of my rooms in there?
Certainly, I'd love to. Just say when, and I'll be there in an instant. Despite my
None of those
ability,
options were good,
we've
you
never
know
been
it.
particularly
Yeah.
So my father raised me to be conservative with my resources, paring down when necessary. He also encouraged me to keep my living spaces immaculate, so the two go hand in hand, I suppose.
Sounds like a good dad.
Yes, he's a good person. Even when managing our territory used up most of our family's resources, he still went out of his way to ensure my comfort. Oh, just a scrap of paper. It was already written on, so no good for note-taking. And obviously, I can't use it to clean my lance. So I tossed it.
Not with that
To hang
attitude,
on to
can't.
inconsequential things, you know. Professor, did you...
I know what's
for
about,
any
but I think we're going to have to get to
particular
B
reason?
rank for to talk
I
about
hope
it.
Sylvain and Felix aren't getting into
Okay.
trouble as they tend to do.
Remember who else we need, though. For her personal quest, I'm trying to remember who else we need for that. Because I think it's someone from another house. Oh, Dorothea. We need Dorothea for it.
Oh, well, if there's nothing...
Yeah, you need weird groupings sometimes. Sometimes you
still
get
have
easy
some
ones
reading
that
to
are in the
take
same
care of,
house,
after all.
like Ignatz and
Talk to you
Raphael,
later,
but you don't
Professor.
really get anything out of their mission.
Okay.
Or like you'd need Leone and Linhart. I do want to pick up Linhart just because I like him as a character. he actually, the Black Eagles is full of people I enjoy.
Together.
Yeah, I know it's the first house I chose, but for no reason,
Here's
just
the
like
result,
they're fun
Professor.
characters.
Wait, that just boosted their riding, right?
Yes, because if we use Ash, he can turn into a bow knight, and that needs riding.
Okay.
It seems
I
I've
was gonna say we could have put Sylvain in there.
I suppose you're right.
But like you said, if we end up using Ash, we'll probably want him as a bow knight
Yeah,
instead.
since we're basically we're either going to use Ash or Bernadetta, depending on, we'll see how things go.
Yeah.
But Sylvain, we're not even certain of, so I don't want to spend a whole lot of resources making. Plus, he's got a C in both anyway.
Yeah.
Alright, so we did get an intermediate seal. I'm going to buy one, make him a knight. If he's useless, I'm going to drop him from the team. That's... Okay, that's my ruling. This one time, I am buying one intermediate seal. Alright, that's just what I'm doing. Only buying one. This one is going to Sylvain. Yes, we did unlock master classes. I don't know if we're getting one of those for free, but we can check the master classes as well. Oh, Violet hasn't mastered that yet, has she? Not
No.
even close. Alright, so Sylvain cannot even learn it. Great.
Okay, he needs a little bit of XP.
Well, how close is Lysethia to mastering this? Okay, one more
Close.
battle. So here's master classes, by the way. We have Falcon Knight, which is just upgraded Pegasus Knight. We have Wyvern Lords. The Mortal Savant, which I originally made my original pilot.
Okay.
Because I just wanted to cast magic.
Yeah.
Lo and behold, I get to this, and literally in the next chapter, Byleth gets a special exclusive class. I was like, well, crap. I took all this work. You got the Great Knight, which is heavy armor, riding.
Yeah.
Bow Knight, like I said. Dark Knight, who uses magic.
Yeah.
Holy Knight, who we may or may not try to turn Mercedes into, because it'd be a knight that can, or it'd be a much farther reaching healer. And the Gremory, which is OP magic that I'm probably going to give to Lysethia. It's a really strong class.
Okay.
But until then, we'll give this to Ash. We've technically got 2 seals, so we'll turn him into one and then save the next one for Lysethia.
Yeah.
Or ourselves if we end up needing it, but yeah. Because now he'll actually have access to bow skills, since he has, let's be honest, of all... You don't need this. You don't need this. You can be... a lord?
He needs sword for Lord.
I've never seen this class before. Huh.
I wonder if it's exclusive to...
Might be exclusive to him, or it's exclusive... I've never seen it on Felix, though, and he's definitely noble. Yeah. You can see it there. It's like that hero-looking thing.
Yeah.
It's exclusive to Dimitri.
Ha!
Is that... Well, the hero, I know. I think the hero is something male Violet can get. Huh. I guess Dimitri has an exclusive class if you want to make him a sword user. Oh, yes, good. Charm. Alright, that's not too bad. Especially if you get, like, if he could inherit that skill and do a different thing. Actually, you know what? We'll give the other one to Felix. Make him a mercenary. Make him a lot stronger. He's already arguably our strongest character.
Yeah.
Well, one of them, yeah. But making him stronger, I'm fine with that. Actually, you know what? Since Felix is going to be in the thick of nonsense all the time, let's throw a net on Felix.
Easy.
Because adjutants, well, I'll show you how they work. I think we're ready to go, since Sylvain is dog shit and can't hold his own weight around here.
Should we save before we...
Probably. Also, I swear you'd get more charges for that as you gain professor rank. We're still at 1, and that's kind of throwing me off. Alright, maintain your training, or... Now, we're going to do the merchant quest, because then we can get new shops.
Okay. And it is recommended level 7, so...
Oh, I wasn't even paying attention to the levels.
Oh.
I just knew we were doing one of those 2 quests. I thought by now we'd have or at least 2 charges.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess not. Jeez. They will stay as long as you like. I still don't know what the point of that is.
Maybe the longer they're there, that they're sitting at the tea table, the greater the amount of affinity.
The only thing I know that lets you do is you can stare at them.
Oh.
I think I heard that there was another Fire Emblem for like the DS or something that you gained affinity by blowing into the mic or something like that.
Ah.
So I don't know if it's some weird affinity stare at your waifu and has Bondo thing or what it is. Well, alright, let's just set up real quick. Alright, so here's the fun little thing you can... Why is Petra the adjutant? Get Petra on the field. Can I not?
Oh, I wonder if...
No, I can set her as an adjutant. Just being dumb. Oh, there we go. Can she not? Oh, wait. There we go.
Okay.
Alright, Annette is now equipped to Felix, so we now have an adjutant. So when Felix gets experience... Sylvain needs 1 level.
Yeah, we can probably get him that 1 level. Might need to shift Mercedes.
There we go.
Everything else, maybe Petra and Dedue, or Petra and like Sylvain or something.
You know what, Sylvain up front so we can get him a little bit of experience.
Yeah.
But, you know, we're going to swap Petra and Felix. Why? Because now there's 2 women surrounding him.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't think it works like that.
Yeah, I don't think Petra counts right now. Her
Whatever,
location.
we'll figure it out. Alright, anyway, next time we'll deal with this.
Okay.
So yeah. See you guys then.